Go. Okay, you're going to like quietly there, my boy. Is that even possible for a little sausage like you? Is that even possible for a little sausage like you? I think you're going to start playing with me when Mom starts lying down here. So I think maybe let's go with that. I think maybe let's go with that. Come show your face to all these lovely people who are going to be watching you. Come show your beautiful face, your puppy face, your puppy chompers. Are you going to give me a toy? Are you going to give me a toy? Show your puppy chompers to everyone. There you go. Look, this is your toy. This is your toy. Yeah, that's going to play with you. Yeah, that's going to play with you. There you go. Right. Now, you stay out. You stay out. Hi, Bridget. I see you've just joined. Admit. There you go. Welcome, Bridget. Hi. Let's see who else. There we go. Astrid. Welcome, Astrid. How's it going? Hope you guys are well. So just getting everything sorted and set up here. I hope you guys are having, hi, I can see you now. And Dave, good to see you guys.
Yeah, how's it?
Yay, so excited.
So good to see you.
You too.
Put it on the floor.
We have Yoga Digby with us too.
Oh, and checks, hi, Yoga Digby. I've just had to throw my one out because
Yeah, he's going to have to leave.
Cool, you guys.
Oh, maybe not.
He gives you a few face licks and then he's okay.
Brilliant, brilliant. And I see Astrid's joining as well. If we don't have too many people joining, then we can leave the videos on so then I can actually see what you guys are up to. So let's...
How many people can join a Zoom?
Apparently 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Maybe we should move our mats back a bit so Nina can see our faces.
Oh,
And there we
go.
go. And you're still in Mozambique.
Yeah, so yeah, still based here in Moz, on the farm. So I've been dealing with my chickens. I've just put them to bed. I've had to give them some medicine so that they, they have to have a little bit of muti every now and then. So they've just had their medicine and they've had their food and they've been put in their little coop and they haven't had their good night story read to them.
Oh, I love it, Nina. It sounds amazing there. It's so rad.
And you guys all well?
We good. We good. Just dealing with the quarantine and yeah, plodding along, I guess. But it's good.
Are you doing quite a bit of writing, Dave?
Yeah, we try to finish as much stuff as we can, for sure. We did a live stream yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And they're going to do another one on
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow or Saturday.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
So definitely sign in for that.
Yeah, definitely. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, well, at the moment, it just looks like it's you guys. I'm going to try and keep an eye on this to see if anyone else rocks up. So
yes, maybe
for 5 minutes. Look at yoga. It's brilliant.
It's not the easiest thing to do if you've done it for the first time and you have to like add the meeting ID and then you have to add a password.
Yeah, I thought I had a Zoom account and I didn't. So I had to quickly now do that. I was frantic. I was like, we're going to be late.
Okay, so what, yeah, it's kind of like the first time I'm doing this, so this is all very new as well. So can one do it without needing a password and all of that? Do you know, Dave?
What's that?
Does one need like a password normally when to set it up, or can I next time set it up without a password?
I think you haven't used Zoom.
I've never used Zoom before. It's the first time.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure like the password's there so that like all like the whole world can't log in. But I mean, I guess there must be a way of making it so that you don't have to have it. And you just have to have the meeting ID, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure
Anyway, I'll play around with the settings this week before next week. So hopefully, life will get a little easier and simpler. So
Yeah.
So that is that. Love that dog. All righty. Well, so what I'm going to do is just kind of a general class. I know that a couple of people wanted this recording, so I'm going to keep it quite slow and easy. I've just taught my first month in Mozambique now, which has been really cool.
Congrats.
So, yeah, to like a lot of newbies. So I'm going to just also be able to send them this video afterwards so that they can kind of get into the whole yoga vibe a bit more. Because now we've just started and now we just decided actually let's all kind of
exactly.
How's your Portuguese?
It was starting to improve, and now I've just been lazy this last month. So
tough language.
We'll get there though. We'll get there.
Class with you, Nina. We've missed you so much.
But I'm so glad to hear that you guys have been doing it at home now, because you guys have what in the States, you've been quarantined for 14 days, you were saying?
It's almost been, no, I think today is a week already, so we've still got another week. It'll be 3 weeks quarantine as well. Hey, yeah. So we've done a week already, but we've been doing yoga every day. It's been amazing.
Good job, well done. Yeah. Cool. Well, then let us get cracking. What I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to try and mute you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, we can mute it actually. I can mute it right now. Goodbye.
Cool. I'll unmute you at the end again. And so if I come up to the screen, it's just because someone else has joined. So the usual rules and kind of regulations apply. You do what you can when you can and make sure that it only works to what your body is capable and able to do. And if you need any of your props, so if you want your blanket or a towel or folded up pillow, then it might be a good idea to go and grab that. And yeah, otherwise, let's see how things get going. Let's give this a try. So you're going to start off, okay, you're just grabbing your goodies. I'll give you a bit more time to, you've all sorted. What else do I have on my paper? Oh, so one thing that you might also want to do is put your phone on silent if you haven't got it yet, because last time I did a recording and I forgot to put both my phones on silent, and they started pinging in between. So I think I'll actually just do that with my one that's charging here, in case there's anyone from SA who's stuck with trying to join the meeting. So I'll try and make sure that we can do that a bit more easily next time. So for now, you're going to start off lying on your back and completely flat for a moment. So just nothing under your head, nothing under your back. Just lying completely still in Shavasana. And as you lie there, just check in with yourself to see how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. Giving yourself kind of a rating from 1 to 10. 1 being really, really uncomfortable and 10 being super comfortable. Just noticing how the body feels as you lie there. And then we're going to play around a little. See what it feels like when you bend your knees. So if you bend your knees and you place the soles of your feet on the mat, notice if that becomes more or less comfortable for your back, for your body. And if it's more comfortable, you can keep your knees bent, and if it's less comfortable, stretch them out again. And then if you have a soft pillow or a towel or anything nearby and you want to place it underneath your head to test to see if having some support under your head or your neck is more or less comfortable, you can do that. And then as you lie there, you're going to take a couple of deep breaths. So you'll just be placing the hands either on the abdomen or drawing the awareness to the abdomen and noticing how as you inhale the belly is expanding and as you exhale how the belly is gently falling. Taking a moment to settle down into that position, surrendering to the ground and just feeling the breath flowing in and very slowly out. As you lie there and you observe your breath, you're going to try and count the length of your inhalations. You're going to try and count the lengths of your exhalations. As you inhale, you may want to count 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 or more. And as you exhale, again counting 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe more. Remembering we all breathe at different paces, rates. So finding your rhythm. And as you inhale, you can feel that lovely sense of expansion. And as you exhale, feeling that release. Inhaling, expanding, exhaling, letting go. Noticing the change that is happening within the body as you focus on just the breath at the moment. So the body is completely comfortable, or as comfortable as it can be right now. And as the physical body relaxes, you'll notice that the mind becomes still. And as the mind becomes still, the breath becomes a little slower, deeper, a little longer. Super. And then from there, taking 3 more slow, deep breaths and feeling that you can sigh the air out on your exhalation. So you're breathing in deeply. And then sigh the air out. And doing that twice more. And then from this, you can start to open the eyes again. If you haven't got your knees bent yet, bend your knees and take yourself into a pelvic tilt. So as you inhale, gently press the tip of the tailbone down in the direction of the mat so that you feel as if your lower back wants to arch. And then as you exhale, press the small of your back flat down into the mat again. So just a very small pelvic tilt, inhaling as you create the little arch in your lower back, and exhaling as you flatten. Inhaling as you tilt, creating a little bit of an arch in the lower back, exhaling as you flatten. Rocking the back, working the pelvis, rocking the pelvis, slowly starting to warm up the body. And from your pelvic tilt, on your next exhalation, keep the small of your back down to the ground. extend your right leg out into the mat and take your left arm behind you. So we're going to be working right leg, left arm. Take a nice smooth breath in here. As you exhale, bring your right leg up and your left arm down alongside your body. Inhaling, lower your right leg and take your left arm behind you. Here you go. As you exhale, your right leg comes up and your left arm comes down. Inhaling, your leg goes down and your arm comes back. Keep going a few more times. Let's see how things are going. Right, I'm going to just unmute you for a moment. Oh, I can't. Oh, you can. Yeah. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Cool.
Something's pinging on Bridget's computer, so I'm trying to unping it.
Okay, I thought maybe you couldn't hear me and you were like, well, maybe I need to look to see what this woman is doing. Okay, cool. Then I'll get back to where we're doing. So once you've done about 5 on one side, which seems to be what you're doing, then you're going to change over and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're now going to have both knees bent again. You're going to extend your left leg out into the mat. And you're going to take your right arm behind you. Take a smooth breath in as you lie there. And as you exhale, you can bring your left leg up and your right arm all the way down alongside your body to the floor. Inhaling, you can lower your leg back, pointing your toes and taking your right arm behind you. And exhaling, bringing your left leg up and your right arm back down. Good job. Continue in your own time. We're trying to do the same amount on both sides. So if you did about 5 or 6 with your right leg, you're now going to try and do 5 or 6 with your left. And making this kind of the last round. So after your exhalation, bring your right arm back down alongside your body. You can bring both knees to your chest. I'm going to work both arms, both legs. In your own time, as you inhale, reaching the legs up towards the ceiling and taking your arms behind you. And as you exhale, bring your knees to your chest and bring your arms back down. We're just taking a moment to warm up into the back of the legs, warming up into the shoulders and the arms, feeling how you're able to open up into those armpits. Try and keep the face and the jaw relaxed here. And once you've done one more round, you're going to keep your legs up and bring the arms down, or keep the arms down. Take the legs a little apart and rotate your feet, working into your ankle joints. Rotating them the other way. And then paddle your feet. Give them a little bit of a shake. And release the legs back down to the mat. From here we'll move straight into our next posture, taking it into Dvipadapitam. So if you have any support under your head, you may just want to push it to the side for now so that your neck can be free. When you do this posture, please make sure that you keep your head dead center. So please don't look towards the screen when you're doing the actual movement. If you're not 100% sure on how to do it, then watch for one round and then do the rest afterwards. But most of you have been with me for a while, so you should all know how it goes. So the soles of your feet are grounded down to the mat. Keep your feet and knees hip width apart, arms are down by your side. As you inhale, press firmly down into your feet, let your buttocks lift, allow your spine to come up to your highest point, maybe just to your shoulder blades for the first one. And then as you exhale, slowly lowering your spine all the way back down, one vertebra at a time. So as you inhale, press down through the feet, feel that you can float your body up nice and easily. And as you exhale, you slowly rolling through the spine, coming all the way down. Continuing in your own time, we're going to be doing a set of 6. Inhaling as you come up to your highest point. You might find that as your spine begins to warm up, that you can start to lift higher and higher and higher. And again, feeling that you don't need to push or force yourself into any position. Just allow us to the change to happen naturally. I think that can actually be the word for our class today, change. Since there's so much change happening in the world right now, let's kind of embrace change and see how we can work with that. On the 6th round, which should be probably round about now, you're going to stay up at your highest point. Press down through the feet. You can press down lightly through your hands as well, so that the chin is drawn in, so that you're looking in the direction of your knees. Remember that you're not moving your head from side to side. You are still breathing smoothly and evenly and just working into strengthening the body now as we hold the posture. So as we hold the postures, we start to bring strength into our body. When we do things dynamically, we start to ease and open up. When you're ready to come out of it, please do so with awareness by rolling through each vertebra of your spine. Noticing the contact that your back has to the mat as you lower yourself all the way down. If you need an extra breath or 2 to bring your spine down slowly, then do that. And then using your Apanasana, your energy-freeing posture as a counter pose, you can place your hands lightly onto your knees. As you inhale, straighten your arms, sending your knees away from you. As you exhale, bend your knees and bend your elbows as you bring your knees closer towards you. Inhale as you straighten your arms. Exhale as you bend your elbows. That's it. Again, when you feel that your body has softened and eased back into a little bit of kind of forward bend feeling, you can then release. You can hold onto one leg. You can either hold onto your shin or preferably behind the leg. Stretch the other leg up towards the ceiling, swing it behind you, tuck your chin in, and then swing yourself all the way up into a seated position. Fabulous. So, if you need a hard block or a blanket or a towel to sit on to give you a little bit of lift, you can slip that underneath your buttocks now. We'll start off cross-legged. So have one leg in front of the other. Breathing in, taking both arms up towards the ceiling. Let's interlock the fingers. And as you exhale, leaning over to the right side. As you inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, leaning over to the left side. Inhaling back to the center. Right, let me do it in mirror image for you. Exhaling over to the right side. Lovely. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling to the left. And center. Once more each side. Noticing if you hear any little cracks or creaks. Inhaling back to the center. On your exhalation, release the arm. Take the arms up in front of you and rotate into your wrists. Hands. Rotating in the other way. Bring the fingertips onto your shoulders. Take it into nice big shoulder circles. Bring the elbows up and back. And then as you exhale, bring them back down and around. So as you inhale, you can bring the elbows together and up. Exhale, you can take them back down and around. And let's do one more in this direction. And exhaling the other way. Inhaling, elbows go back and up. Exhaling together and down. See if with each round you can change it a little and make the movement just a little bit bigger. Again, noticing if there are any cracks or creaks in the shoulders, seeing which shoulder is a little more free. quick shoulder needs a little bit more TLC. So after those ones, give them a little bit of shake. Hopefully you have an idea, or hopefully they're balanced, but if you have a tighter side, whichever side is tighter, bring that arm up. You're going to bend the elbow, place the hand behind your back. You can just slip it kind of between your shoulders, or thereabout, and then use the opposite hand to lift that elbow up. From here, watch that you're not overarching, so feel that you can draw your lower ribs back. I'll give you a side arm for that. So if you're drawing the arms up and you're arching your back, then see if you can just gently draw those ribs back so that your spine is straight. And then from here, you're going to lean in the opposite direction to your arms. So as you exhale, you're going to lean over to the side again. Just a small lean. And as you inhale, you're coming back again. Twice more to that side. And one last time. And back to the center. Breathe in, reach both arms up. Exhale, let them go. And again, if you need to shake them or circle them, do so. And then you do the same thing on the other side. So if this is your easier side, noticing if it's a little bit more smooth or easy or comfortable to get into, feel that you can hold onto your elbow, lift it up, gently ease it back. If you're arching your rib cage, like I showed you before, feel that you can draw those ribs back. And if you can't grab hold of your elbow, feel that you can just hold into your arm and push it up. So if your elbow is coming out to the side, feel that you can try and draw it forward, and then from that forward position, with time, it's going to start coming up and up and up alongside the ear. If you've got a screen and you can see yourself, then you can also make sure that you're not angled to a side. So when you're holding it, you're holding yourself straight, or that your head's not doing something funny. Take a lovely smooth breath in, and as you exhale, lean over to the opposite side. You're getting a lovely stretch all the way down from your hip to the elbow. The inhalation brings you back, and you're doing just two more. Inhaling back. And the exhalation takes you over. Bringing yourself back. Take your arms up, stretch for a moment, and release them. Giving the arms a shake once more. And then excuse my back, I'm going to turn around so that you can have a look. The first arm you worked with, take that arm behind you, bend the elbow, and feel that you can slowly start to slide the hand up your back. And then you're going to take the opposite arm, and you're going to see if you can hold on to that elbow, and you're going to just see if you can ease that arm a little further up. If you can't grab hold of your elbow, and your arm is in this position, you're using your hand, and you're just using your hand to pull. If you can go a little bit further, you can use you can hold onto your forearm. So whatever kind of the position or the level you're at, that's where you're working for. So that eventually you can work with getting the mobility where you can work your hand between your shoulders. It's not what we're aiming for today. You're just heading in that direction. When you are ready to release, release that shoulder. Again, give it a little circle. Same thing on the other side, the second side. So you can either just hold onto your hand and you can draw that arm across, or you can slowly start to ease it up. And for those who have the flexibility already, you can grab hold of your elbow and start to work that hand up between your shoulder blades towards your neck. Same thing applies here. If you're arching your back, feel that you can draw your lower ribs back. And breathe smoothly. Two more slow breaths. Feeling the expansion in the width of the chest. Lovely. And one last time. And then you can release. Again, shaking out. Hopefully there's been some little change in the shoulders now. Hopefully they feel a little more open. And then from here, taking the soles of the feet into Padappanasana, your cobbler pose. Have them a little way, so not quite the cobbler pose, a little in front of you, so that you can comfortably hold onto your shins. And then from here, as you inhale, you're going to lift your sternum, opening your chest. You're going to arch your back this time, just like we do a cat stretch. And as you exhale, you're going to round your spine, tuck under your chin, tuck under your tailbone. Give you a side view again, because it's a little bit easier. As you inhale, you're opening up, you're arching. And as you exhale, you're leaning back, pressing the soles of your feet together, drawing your chin into your throat. Inhale as you lift and open. And exhale as you round. So now that we've warmed up into the shoulders, you should really be able to get a nice rounding happening as you lean back. As you open the chest lift, so you'll find that you're rolling over your sitting bones as you do this movement. Again, one last round. And then staying up, you can bring your spine into neutral. You can bring the soles of your feet a little closer towards you, either placing the hands into your knees, grabbing hold of your shins, your ankles, or slipping your hands around your toes. Take a nice smooth breath in, and as you exhale, relax and soften into the hips and the pelvis. You can close your eyes for a moment if you want. So the inhalations are deep, and as you exhale, you're going to soften into the belly. Then going to soften into the hips. Going to soften into the inner thighs, your knees, your ankles. With your next exhalation, softening into your feet and your toes. As you relax and release into them, notice the change that is happening in the hips, inner thighs. When you start to let go, when you don't hold on anymore, the body responds. And then when you are ready, you can open your eyes, you can bring your knees together again, give them a good squeeze. And you can then either cross your feet and we're going to come up standing, or you can slip onto one knee or onto the front legs, place the foot in front of you, and then press up, coming into a safe standing position. So once you're standing safely, soften the knees and circle the hips. Taking a moment to get comfortable on your mat. Bringing the feet so that they're a little bit more than hip width apart, circling the hips the other way. Maybe doing a couple of figure of eights. And then the other way. And releasing. Bringing the feet so that they're hip width apart, or if you feel more comfortable, you can have your feet together. We're going to take the right arm up towards the sky, reaching into the fingers, and as we exhale, you're going to lean over, reaching into the side. So the side stretch like we did while we were seated, same kind of thing, except now we're standing and we're pressing down through. The inhalation brings you back to the center, and the exhalation takes you over. Twice more. Yeah, I was just seeing legs there for a moment. And release. Same thing, other side, breathing and taking That opposite arm up. As you exhale, taking yourself over. Back to the center. Exhaling. Gently leaning over. Again, opening up through the side of the body. And as you open up through the side of the body, noticing how that feels. Again, one last round. And release. Shaking out the legs, shaking out the feet, just giving that all a little bit of a soften. And then from here, we are going to move into our very favorite chair posture or squat. So what we will be doing is a very, very basic squat. As you exhale, you're going to be bending your knees, and you're going to imagine that you're sliding down a wall. So it doesn't have to be a deep squat. It can be a very simple squat. And then as you inhale, you're pressing down into your feet, coming back up again. So your exhalation, you're going to be bending your knees, you're going to be sinking down. And your inhalation brings you back up. Right, you can have your hands on your hips, or you can have your hands resting on your thighs. I'm just going to grab my pants a bit. You can have a look to see that I am actually bending my knees. When you work with your squat and you exhale and you sink down, make sure that your knees are going straight forward. So watch that they're not egging out to the sides or going knock-kneed. So the knees are completely straight, parallel, like tram lines. The next time your knees are bent, you're going to hold that position and you're going to stay there. You're going to bring the hands into Namaste at the heart center. And all you're doing is you're going to shift the weight onto your right leg for a moment. Come back to neutral. Shift the weight into your left leg. Come back to neutral. Find that nice balanced, centered space. Inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, shake it out. Right. So now this is where the choice comes. If you have a wall handy or nearby, you're going to scoot to that for a minute or two. If you don't have a wall nearby, you are going to just repeat what we have done dynamically. Right, so if you've got a wall, you're going to head towards the wall and you're going to walk your feet forwards into a lovely squat supported by the wall. So you want to make sure again that the feet and the knees are hip width apart, that they are even. You want to have your full foot either on the mat or the floor, so you don't want to have half your foot on kind of your mat and half on the floor. And then from here, we're going to take it into the shoulders. So as you inhale, you're going to reach the arms up with the palms facing forward. And as you exhale, you need to bring them back down. Your arms don't have to reach the wall. You're keeping your back and your lower back pressed into the wall. And you're just bringing your arms up as far as the shoulders allow. The back of your head is resting against the wall. Your shoulder blades, you're pressing. The buttocks towards the wall, the lower back. And you can feel that you're getting a true shoulder stretch. And hopefully with all my talking, you've forgotten how tired your thighs are. And you're able to do one last round. When you're ready, you release. And you can scoot up the wall. Oh, so lovely. And then slide your arms down your legs and hang in the floppy forward bend. Bend your knees if you need to. And rest there for a moment. When you rest there, allow your head to soften completely. I'm just going to lift it so I can talk. Feel that you can press the buttocks into the wall. And then when you really tuck your chin in, bend the knees a little bit more, uncurl, so you're bringing your neck and your head up last. Once you've uncurled, you can press yourself away from the wall. You can lift that chin again, shaking out the legs. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to take ourselves down towards our mat again. So you can walk towards your mat, you can bring yourself towards the back of your mat. We'll take it into Uttanasana, our standing forward bend. Feet are going to be hip width apart. Really feel that you can spread your toes nice and wide so that you can see your mat between each of the toes. So that there's a good grounding in your feet. The inhalation, float the arms up to a position that you feel comfortable. As you exhale, bend your knees if you need to extend and lengthen through your spine, making sure that you keep going through your straight spine. Bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands to the mat. Draw your chin in, look through your knees. 3 deep, slow breaths here. And while you're there, you can inspect your mat. And if you're like me, you can probably notice that you just notice that your puppy is actually been chomping at your mat and your holes everywhere. And then from there, you can lift your gaze, walk your hands forward, come down onto your knees. Lovely. Placing the hands underneath your shoulders or a little further forwards. Press down through your shins and the top of your feet. As you inhale, open up into a cat stretch. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale as you open up. And exhale as you round. So a few rounds of your Chakravakasana, your cat stretch. And then from there, bring yourself into a neutral position. From this neutral position, you're going to move into a balance. So let's extend the right leg back. If you can keep that in line with your hip, watch that your hip doesn't rotate up or that you drop it down. So you're going to try and keep a nice even pelvis. You can lengthen through that right leg. Feel that you can press comfortably down through your right hand. Engage the abdominals. Feel that your chest can expand, and when you feel ready, if your body is comfortable with it, you can bring your left arm up alongside your ear and you can reach into your fingers. And as you reach into your fingers, just notice if your hand is pointed up or down, and then see if you can get that length through. You can have your foot either flexed, or if you want, you can have it pointed, or you can press into the ball of your foot. Any of those 3 options are fine. When you're ready to release, release your left hand, release your right knee. Take it into a little bit of a movement of the hips and the pelvis, as if you're wagging the tail. And then from there, nice neutral position again, engaging the abdominals so that your back doesn't drop. Your left leg goes straight back. Watch that you haven't rotated that hip up or dropped it down. Fairly even. Press down through the shin, press down through your hand, and lift your right arm, reach into the right fingers, holding your balance. And remember, the main thing with your balance is that you still breathe evenly and smoothly. Slow, steady breaths. Often when we have to hold our balance, we hold our breath. So seeing if you can move and allow your body to be soft and to move with the breath in yourself. So that it constantly has to adjust and change to kind of bring you back to that neutral point. And when you're ready, release the hand up, release the leg down, and take a moment in Balasana, your child's pose or your frog. So if you enjoy your frog, you can spread your knees nice and wide apart, bring the big toes together, and you can rest on your forearms, or you can tap your hands, bring your elbows forwards, and rest your head on your stacked hands. Or if you feel you want to go a little bit further, reach the arms forward and release the forehead to the mat. Any position here variation that you feel comfortable with. Again, allowing that breath to flow in and out easily. So allow yourself to surrender, to just let go. Now as you rest in your child's pose or your frog, you're going to start preparing yourself mentally for Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. So remembering that it's the posture that is like a V, that inverted V. You're going to be moving in and out of it dynamically a few times. So when you are ready, you drawing your chin in, you placing your hands onto the mat, you walking your hands back and curling out of your posture, bringing your knees a little closer together, and then if you need to lean back, you can do so. If you need to be up on your knees to lean back, that's also an option. And then when you're ready, coming back into your cat stretch position. The fingers are again widely spread, your middle fingers are facing forwards, the toes are tucking under. Breathe in this nice neutral position, and as you exhale, you're going to take the weight back, you're going to lift the buttocks, and you're going to work your lower ribs to your thighs. And as you inhale, you're going to bring your knees back, looking towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your buttocks, lift your knees, press back until your lower ribs touch your thighs. And then inhaling, coming back down again. One more like that. Lifting the buttocks, pressing back, getting the lower ribs to touch the thighs. And inhaling back again. And also breathing in, lift, press back. Now, from here, you're going to lift your buttocks a little bit more. You're going to relax your head. And then you're going to work one heel towards the ground. And then you switch over, you lift that heel, and you're going to work the other one in the direction of the ground. It doesn't have to touch the ground, it's just moving in that direction. So it feels as if you're cycling the legs. If at any stage you need to come out of your posture, remember you do so, you can always rest. From here, release the knees back to the mat, take your buttocks to your heels, and you can rest into your child's pose. You can slip your hands under your forehead. If you feel your wrists have taken a little bit of strain, rest on your elbows and rotate your wrists. Rotate them the other way. Flick the fingers a few times. Right, so that was part one of downward facing dog. We're going to move into part two now. So from your child's pose, you're going to extend the arms straight out in front of you. As you inhale, slide forward, so you're going to tuck under your toes again. As you exhale, lift your buttocks, press the buttocks back, work your ribs towards your thighs, release your head down, and you're going to be holding it here. For just 3 slow breaths again. Inhale, feel that you can lengthen through your spine. Focus all the tension on the spine, the length and the elongation of the spine. It doesn't matter how bent you need to have your knees. Feel that you can lengthen through the spine. Feeling that the exhalation can ground the feet. So even if it's just pressing into the balls of the feet and the balls of the hands. After your third round of breathing, inhale back down onto the mat. Release the feet, take the buttocks to the heels. Inhaling, slide forwards into a cat stretch position, tuck under your toes. Exhale, press up and back into your downward dog. You're moving into a sequence. Inhaling, come back down onto the knees into your cat stretch, release your toes. As you exhale, take the buttocks to the heels. 2 more rounds. Inhaling, coming forwards into your hands, tuck under your toes. Exhale, lift your buttocks, press. Inhaling, come back down onto your knees, looking straight ahead. Exhale, unhook the feet, take the buttocks to the heels. Last time, breathing in as you come forward, stand your toes. As you exhale, lift this back and hold it here. You're going to hold your downward dog for as long as you feel comfortable. So you're going to try and hold it for between 3 to 6 rounds of breathing. And as you hold it, you're going to think of pressing down through the hands, lengthening through the arms. You're going to feel that you can open into the chest a little. Feel that you can lengthen through that spine, lengthening up. Working the sitting bones towards the ceiling. Bend your knees as much as you need to, and then allow the weight to send back down the legs towards the heels, so that you're rooting down through the pads of your hands and towards the ball of the foot. And for those who've got the flexibility, working down into the heels of your foot. After your 3 to 6 rounds of breathing, you are coming down and you are resting. If you do not feel like resting in your child's pose or your frog, you can just rest in your seated position, either with your feet underneath you or in front of you. Getting your breath. I'm getting my breath. I don't have any fans or aircon on, so that it's not too noisy, but I promise you it's probably around close to 30 degrees here. So I think I'm steaming up this room nicely. If it starts fogging up there, the screen, you know why. Okay, when you are ready, you're going to release your feet to one side, take the buttocks out, or place the buttocks onto the mat and extend the legs out. And you can grab hold of your support for your buttocks if you would like. Giving those legs a quick shake. And then again, sitting cross-legged. So notice which way you cross your legs naturally, and then from there, cross them the other way, so that you have the other leg in front of you for a moment. If it's terribly uncomfortable, then release it. But if you can give it a try, then try and stick it out. From here, sweep your arms out to the sides if you've got space. Reaching into your hands, bring the palms of your hands together, and as you exhale, bring your hands down to your heart center. As you inhale, reach your arms out to the sides and up, and as you exhale, bring them back down to the center. Lovely. Keep going. Breathing in, reaching up. Exhaling, bring them down. And again, breathing in, reaching up. This time when they're up, stay up. Interlock the fingers, turn the palms of the hands up. As you exhale, release the shoulders down to the crown of your head, you reach up towards the sky. Close your eyes for a moment. 3 slow breaths here. Feel that you can press the sitting bones down. As you press the sitting bones, your buttocks down into the ground, the crown of your head lifts. After your third exhalation, you take another smooth breath in. As you exhale, lean over to the right. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling to the center. You can open the eyes and exhale, release your arms out to the side. Circle the shoulders. And the other way. And then from here, we're going to take it into a little bit of sectional breathing. So working into our pranayama, you can have the hands resting on the abdomen with your middle fingers touching. As you inhale, feel the belly expand. And as you exhale, drawing the navel towards the spine. A couple of slow, deep abdominal breaths here. Noticing the change between the inhalation and the exhalation. Noticing if the breath is becoming a little slower or possibly a little deeper than what it was when you started right at the beginning. Or maybe it's a little shorter. Maybe the sequence of the downward dog, but the heart rate going in as well. Just finding that you can breathe in slowly and deeply, fully, feeling that you're able to fill the base of the lungs, pressing the diaphragm down, feeling the abdominal organs moving forwards, and then as you exhale, the diaphragm moves up again, all those abdominal organs are moving back into place. So they're getting a really good massage. One last round. And then release your awareness of that practice. Start drawing the attention to the midsection of your lungs, your chest. And you can either make little chicken wings, so you can turn the hands down and you can just place them underneath your armpits. Or you can just wrap your hands around your chest and the sides. It depends what works for your shoulders. And now as you breathe, you're going to inhale into the width of your chest. And then as you exhale, it feels as if the chest is closing again. So as you inhale, it's as if you're drawing an accordion open. And then as you exhale, it's as if that accordion is being squeezed closed. Just don't worry about what's happening in the abdomen. Focus on just the width of the chest, the midsection. Seeing if this is an easier area to connect with, or if it's also kind of more random. So noticing what sensation you can pick up in your shoulder blades. So in the area of the back of the chest. And then placing your hands lightly onto your collarbones, working into the clavicular area. And then noticing the collarbones maybe rise or spread. Notice a change on the exhalation. Releasing your hands. You can close your eyes for the next section, or if you need to follow the prompts, you can keep them open. But we'll work into all three sections. So as you inhale, you're going to fill the bellies and the bottom of the room, then the width, then the top. So it's like a glass filling. And then as you exhale today, imagine exhaling from the top, then the middle, and then the bottom. Just noticing how that feels. Filling the lungs, or imagining that you're filling the lungs like a glass of water. Exhaling, imagine emptying it like a glass of water. It's not actually what is happening in the lungs. We're just going to use that imagery to focus on the different sections. One last smooth, full breath in. And then slowly out. Allow our natural breath to return. Maybe you can open your eyes. And then from here, we are going to make ourselves comfortable for relaxation. Yay! All right. So we're going to do just a short, about a 10-minute relaxation. So make sure that you are comfortable. You can come and lie on your back. I'm going to stay seated so that I can talk you through it with a bit more clarity. If for those who are lucky enough and have a bolster, you can always slip a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees, or if you need your knees bent, you can have your knees bent. You can have a soft pillow under your head. If you're lucky enough to own an eye bag, you can pop that over your eyes now. a blanket over you, whatever you need. And then start off by allowing your head to lull a little from side to side, releasing any tension from the back of the neck. And then bring your head back to the center. Make tight fists of your hands. Reach your hands down towards your feet. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. And with an exhalation, relax and release. And find a comfortable position for your arms and your hands to rest. So you can have them, say, at about a 45-degree angle from the body, arms turned up or down, halfway. If that's uncomfortable for the shoulders, place the hands into the abdomen and let them rest there. Then flex the feet, tighten the thighs, tighten your buttocks, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. As you exhale, relax and release, softening the legs, softening the feet, and letting go. Inhale deeply, allow your belly to rise. And then sigh the air out, letting go. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling, releasing. And one last time, breathing in deeply, breathing out fully. Allow your whole body to expand. And as you exhale, allow your whole body to expand. And from that space of stillness and softness, we're going to work into relaxing the whole body. So you're going to silently and to yourself repeat the following statements. I relax my face and head. My face and head are relaxed. I relax my throat and neck. My throat and neck are relaxed. I relax my shoulders and arms. Shoulders and arms are relaxed. I relax my wrists, hands and fingers. My wrists, hands and fingers are relaxed. I relax my spine and each of the vertebrae. My spine and whole back are completely relaxed. I relax my ribs and chest. My ribs and chest are relaxed. I relax my abdomen and all my abdominal organs. My abdomen and abdominal organs are relaxed. I relax my pelvis and hips, my pelvis and hips are relaxed. I relax my legs and knees, my legs and knees are relaxed. I relax my ankles and feet. My ankles and feet are relaxed. I relax my whole body. My whole body is completely relaxed. In this state of relaxation, you're going to allow your attention to settle at the tip of your nose. You're going to observe the breath as it flows in through both nostrils and out through both nostrils. Inhaling, feeling cool, crisp air entering. And as you exhale, the warm, moist air leaving. Noticing the change between the inhalations and the exhalations. Each breath you're sinking deeper and deeper into a space of stillness, softness, space of surrender. Okay, realizing that often in life there are certain things that we can't control, but what we can control is ourselves, our thoughts. And to do that, we work with the breath. When you bring your attention to one point, one focus point, like the breath, the mind is able to quieten, and you in turn are able to relax a little deeper, a little bit. And continue to focus on your breath, doing so for the next 4 minutes in silence. Noticing how long or how short that minute of silence felt to you. Noticing how many times you have to draw your attention back to the tip of your nose or your breath, especially if the mind got busy with thoughts. I'm going to do that practice once more, focusing on the breath for a full minute. So you need to allow yourself to relax into it and focus on just the breath. And as the mind wanders, gently and kindly in a loving way, bring it back to the breath. And we'll begin the minute now. Noticing if that minute felt longer or shorter than the previous time you did. You're able to take yourself into a deeper state of relaxation. And with that awareness, you're going to slowly draw yourself back out of relaxation, back to the space and the time you are in now. You'll either become aware of your immediate environment surrounding you, become aware of the sounds nearby and far away. And then slowly begin to breathe a little more deeply, noticing the rise and the fall of your chest, so that you're waking your body up from the inside out. And you can then rub the thumbs along your fingertips, waking up your hands. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your feet. When you're ready, you can stretch arms out behind you and yawn if you want to. Stretching diagonally, stretching your right arm and your left leg, and then your left arm and your right leg. Stretching arms one way, legs the other. Take a full breath in. And sigh it out. And then hug your knees to your chest. Give them a lovely squeeze. If you need to rock a little from side to side, go ahead and do so. Eventually you just roll all the way onto your right side. And while you're lying on your right side, you can slip your right arm under your head. You can place the left hand in front of your chest. And as you lie there, take a moment to give thanks to 3 things, or be thankful for 3 things. Only 3 things, no matter how simple or how deep you might go. 3 things you're grateful for today. And after each one, take a full exhalation. And then once you've completed those 3, you can open your eyes. You can place your left hand onto the mat in front of your chest. You can push yourself up with that hand, and you can come up into a seated position. And namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here and for being part of this. And let me unmute who is still here, so we can say thank you. There we go. I don't think I can unmute you. There we go. Oh.
Yeah,
There we go.
Thank you so much, Nina.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Yoga class is still by far our favorite one. Really.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So good. Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. More than welcome. It's so good to see you guys again.
You, man. You too. And lots of love. Say hi to your man. And
I'll do that, I'll do that. Yeah, when he found out that I said, yeah, Brigette and probably Dave will be joining in, he was like, oh, tell them they must come visit us in Mars. Like, Dave must come and do some farming here.
That would be incredible. Wow. We would love that. We need a book gigs out that way. And then we'll come and stay with you.
Yeah, there's nothing really here for anyone to see and do, but come.
Exactly. We'll come and do yoga and relax.
Exactly. There's a whole guest house, so lots of people are welcome.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Nina. That sounds glorious. Definitely keen.
Cool, cool. Excellent.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, we'll join you again.
Perfect. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Okay, let's see how we do this. Stop recording.